Ever feel like your brain is turning into mush from just endless scrolling? Maybe you've caught yourself in the middle of the social media binge, wondering where the last 2 hours went. Today, we're diving into something that affects lots of us. The scenario. Imagine this. It's a typical Tuesday afternoon and you're trying to study for an upcoming exam. All your textbooks are spread out, all your learning materials are spread out in front of you. Your cup of soup, your hot soup is waiting there, waiting for you to study. You're determined to make this study session count. Just as you're about to dive into the lesson contents, your phone buzzes. It's a message from your best friend. He's sending you a hilarious reel. When you open Instagram, you watch the reel, you have a good laugh with it, you text your friend about it, you talk about it, you enjoy the moment. Then you go back onto Instagram and the scrolling, it never ends. You're deep into the Instagram rabbit hole, watching everything from dancing dogs to cooking hacks that you'll probably never try. Time flies when you're deeply ingrained in the Instagram reels. But then you glance at the clock and realize an entire hour has gone by. Your textbooks untouched, hot soup fully gone, and you can't even remember what you're supposed to be studying. That's brain rot in action. You try to get back to studying, you try to focus for a second, but did you know it takes about 20 minutes to regain full focus after a distraction? Every time you pick up your phone, you're setting yourself back even further. This doesn't just mess with your study session. This messes up with everything throughout your whole day. You decide to take a break from studying, grab some lunch. While you're eating, you start absent-mindedly scrolling. There, more time gone, more time wasted. You skip a jog, you skip to go on a run, but then, instead of going on a run, you decide to sit on your couch, just scrolling. You turn on Netflix, start watching a TV show, but then, you're still scrolling. Studies show that excessive use of internet and social media can lead to cognitive overload. Our brains aren't designed to handle the constant barrage of information we get online. Research shows us that heavy internet users have a less activity in the areas of the brain associated with decision making and impulse control. This means that they're spending too much time online, and this is changing the way their brain works for the worse. It makes it harder to think clearly and make good decisions. People who use social media excessively tend to have higher levels of anxiety and depression. Every like, comment, and notification, it triggers a release of dopamine, the same chemical that's released when you eat your favorite food or win a game. It feels good, so it's like an addiction. You keep coming back for more. You're addicted to dopamine. Since your brain's getting constant hits of dopamine, you're going to start needing more. It's like being a drug addict. If you keep doing the same dose, eventually you're going to want more. Social media, and just generally your phone, is probably the best way on how you can destroy your attention span. Just think about it. You're reading an article, then suddenly a notification pops up. You click it because you want the instant hit of dopamine. And then you just keep clicking notifications. You've forgotten what you were originally looking at, and you just keep going. Ironically, social media can make you feel isolated, even though you're connected to hundreds, millions, billions of people. But none of the connections you have are genuinely meaningful to you or the other person. The more time you spend on social media, the more likely you are to feel lonely. You're replacing real life interactions that you could be having with just like some person on the internet that you don't even know. Humans are wired for face-to-face contact, not just texting or thinking that someone's written that, because that's not what we were made for. Let's talk about how we can keep our brains sharp and healthy, away from all the brain rot that plagues society. Unfollow those accounts where you don't feel like they're actually giving you any gratification. Replace your screen time with real life interactions, or even just call someone, talk to someone in real life, speak to someone, collaborate with someone. Imagine being in a coffee shop. Instead of being glued to your phone, you strike up a conversation with the person next to you. Maybe they're reading the same book you love, or they have a cute dog with them. Instant connection. This is what humans were made for. Engage in activities that require your full attention and bring you joy, like reading a book, playing a sport, or picking up a new hobby. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you want more self-improvement, go here.